Day 663 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again. Another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 1859, sorting the sentence. The difficulty level is easy, but don't worry because you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as possible. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, hype, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go on and check out that link in the description so you can get you some. Now let's see what the question says. A sentence is a list of words that are separated by a single space with no leading or trailing spaces. Each word consists of lowercase and uppercase English letters. A sentence can be shuffled by appending the one index word position to each word, then rearranging the words in the sentence. For example, the sentence "this is a sentence" can be shuffled as sentence 4 A3 is 2 this 1, or is 2 sentence 4 this 1 A3. Given a shuffled sentence S containing no more than 9 words, reconstruct and return the original sentence. All right, y'all, so that sounds simple enough, but let's go ahead and take a look at these examples anyway, just to make sure that we are doing this problem correctly. So, in example 1, we have our input S equals is 2, sentence 4, this 1, and A3. The output is this is a sentence. So as you can see, they're just ordering. We just want to order these words by the number that's next to them, right? So this word comes first, this word comes second, this word comes third, and this word comes fourth. Then after we order the correct order, we need to remove the integers that are at the end of each word. Boom. And then it would look like this. So the explanation says, sort the words in S to their original positions. This one is 2, A3, sentence 4, then remove the numbers. Boom. So just in case that didn't make sense, let's take a look at example 2. So in example 2, we have our input S equals a string myself 2, me 1, I 4, and 3. So that means we're going to put me first, myself second, and third, and I fourth. And after that, we will have me, myself, and I. Boom. Once we remove these integers at the end. Boom. So once again, it says, explanation says, sort the words in S to their original positions, me 1, myself 2, and 3, I 4, then remove the numbers. Boom, y'all. So that sounds pretty simple, right? And now that we understand the question, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. Solution is not that difficult. So let's get into it. Now, first we need to split the input string into an array of words separated by spaces, and each word is expected to end with a number indicating its correct position. So we'll say declare variable, we'll come right here, declare variable called array, we'll set that equal to s dot components, open up the parentheses, say separated by colon, open up the quotation marks and put a space in, right? So we're going to split S up by every time we see a space. So this is S right here. And every time we see a space, we're going to split it up into we're going to break this down into an array, and each space is going to create a new index in that array, right? So this would be index 0 in the array, this would be index 1 in the array, this would be index 2 in the array, and this would be index 3 in the array. Boom. Then we need a variable to store the words in their correct sorted order or without the trailing numbers, or our output, right? We need to store our output somewhere. So we'll declare a variable called result. We'll set that equal to, as you can see, our output is a string. So we're going to set our result equal to an array of strings. Boom. And then we are going to put the parentheses like this. Boom. Now we're going to iterate from 1 through 9 because the problem guarantees word positions are single digits 1 through 9. So we'll come down here and we'll say for num in 1 dot 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 9. Then we'll open up the brackets and we're going to enumerate through the current array of words. We need both the index for removal and the value, which is the word itself. So as I'm sure y'all are aware, enumerated is going to get us the index and the value. So we're going to say for, open up the parentheses, index, comma, value. Come outside of that, we're going to say in array dot enumerated. Then we're going to open up the parentheses, open up the brackets, and we're going to check if the word ends with the current number. So for example, if num equals 2, we're going to check to see if word is ending in 2. So we're going to say if value dot has suffix, open up the parentheses, string, open up some more parentheses, pass in num. Then we're going to come right here, open up the brackets, and we need to make a mutable copy of the word. So we're going to declare a variable called v, and we can set that equal to value. Then we're going to remove the last character or the numeric position and append the clean word to the result array. So we're going to say result.append, open up the parentheses, string, open up parentheses, v.drop last, put the quotation marks. Then we're going to remove the process word from the original array so we don't process it again. And we're going to say array.remove, open up the parentheses, say at :index. Boom. Now, if all words have been processed and removed, then we can exit early for efficiency. So we could come right here outside this for loop, still inside the other for loop, and we can say if array.isEmpty. Then we can open up the brackets and we can break. Boom. Then, or else we can join the sorted words back into a single string separated by spaces by coming right here, and we could just say return result dot joined. Open up the parentheses. We're gonna say separator : and put the blank, put a space in between the quotation marks. That should be all she wrote, y'all. Let's give this a run. Make sure it runs properly before we submit it. It's accepted, so let's go ahead and submit it. Make sure it's still accepted. Look at that, y'all. 7 milliseconds beats 36.67% of users. We could definitely get those numbers up, but I feel like this is a good, simple, and easy solution to learn from. We could just learn how to drop last on a string and append strings into an array, turn a string into an array, and all that good stuff. So I felt like this was a good solution to learn from. That's why I picked it. I wasn't really worried about the time complexity right now. I just wanted to learn, and I feel like this was a good solution to learn from. So with that being said, y'all, I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.